Okay. First story, we're just going to hit the nail on the head here. Have you seen what's happened to Andrew Tate over the last 24 hours? Pretty wild shit.
Yes.
So Andrew Tate, if we could pull this article up real quick, allegedly he's been poisoned. Allegedly poisoned. Andrew Tate says that he could have been poisoned after posting footage of his health deteriorating. So that is pictures of his face. We know what his face looks like typically.
Right.
But swollen, red, it's a mess out there.
It's like a hive.
Now, he tweeted, face swollen, blood pressure is through the roof, skin's on fire, hard to breathe, some sort of severe reaction or poison. Now, his rep, his PR publicist rep tweeted, listen, Andrew is not allergic to anything. This is either an insect bite or some sort of, here it is, matrix attack insanity in his bottled water. Here it is. Andrew is not allergic to anything. This has never happened before. He has only had water and coffee today, either an insect bite or some matrix attack insanity in his bottled water. He is refusing doctors and is focusing on tea and breathing. We will keep you posted. Is this a bug bite situation that's going on here? Or is the matrix attacking Andrew Tate?
I've seen something like this. I had a friend who had a reaction to, I'm not sure, we didn't know what it was either, and they just broke it in like hives. So that's what it looks like when there's a video and he shows like his back, and his back is like really swollen.
Yep.
So it looks like just like allergic reaction to something. I don't know if he's poisoned. I don't know what poison would do that. I'm not a scientist.
You think it was a woman?
I don't know if it was.
You familiar with Belle Biv DeVoe?
No.
That girl is poison.
Oh, so you think?
And the next line in that song for my older friends out there that like 90s hip hop, that girl is poison, and you can't trust what? Can't trust a big butt and a smile.
Uh-oh.
That girl is, yeah. Can't trust these big butts. Oh, why we
did you
queuing
do
up
that to
Natalia
me?
right there?
Why
are we doing her like that? Anyway, here's my thoughts on this. Most likely this is some sort of allergic reaction, bug bite, but
I think so.
when you're in a situation like Tate, okay, which very few men on the planet are currently in or have ever been in a situation like this, where all eyeballs on you, you've been wrongfully imprisoned. I'm stating that vocally, wrongfully imprisoned. The world is out to attack you. And Andrew Tate has actually said a very famous quote that we're going to pull up right now. He said, I believe it was on the Full Send podcast right there. He said, first, you get canceled. Then they make up a reason to put you in jail. Check and check. Then, if all else fails, they'll kill you. So any other person that gets an allergic reaction, you're thinking, all right, you probably, poison ivy, you probably ate the wrong thing, whatever it is. Something happens with Andrew Tate. It's like, here come the conspiracy theorists. And what we've learned over the last handful of years are some of these conspiracy theories are just theories until they actually turn out to be motherfucking true. Pretty wild right there. Hey, you know what? The Wuhan lab leak, it's a conspiracy theory. Well, it turns out that they were actually working on something in the Wuhan lab going on there in Wuhan. All right, that turned out to be, I don't know, all you anti-maskers, it turns out, turns out these masks don't really work. Oh, these crazy out there, this globalist agenda, this World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, they're coming for your shit. Well, it turns out he literally said that. He wants you to be, have nothing and be happy about it. So listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm actually the number one person being like, yeah, that's bullshit. I don't think so. Yes, we landed on the moon. Yes, the world is round. Yes, no, you're crazy. You're insane. But anything that happens with Andrew Tate, I'm always like,
I don't know.
Who's out to get this mother sucker? Let's play that clip real quick, just so you can understand the emphasis of why anything that happens with this guy, you have to question what's happening. So here he says, first,
and I'll state this at the beginning. The only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail, and if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last 2 lives, which is...
Yeah. So first you get canceled, check. Then they make up a reason to put you in jail, check. By the way, he said this prior to going to jail. He said this I think the podcast that we did with Tate, Patrick, myself, and Tate in Madrid, 12 million views, amazing situation, 5-hour podcast, right after he got canceled. And now when you see these types of weird things happen, you have to wonder. I don't know. It's like, you know how like in Russia, Vladimir Putin, it's like, you know, the 12th guy this month just jumped out of a window. A millionaire, billionaire Russian guy just happened to happily married billionaire, just felt like committing suicide and offing himself. You know, that had nothing to do with Vladimir Putin. Here, have a drink. Everything's normal. You're croak. You're dead. Things happen out there. So if you're someone that's as high profile and have as a target on your back like Tate, bro, I'd be super careful what I'm drinking, what I'm consuming, who I'm around. People want to cancel this guy. Literally.
Yeah.
Cancel his life.
I think I mean, I don't want to say it's not that. You know, I'm not one to deem what's true and what's not true. But I think also to consider him being in that jail for a period of time, I think that also weakened his immune system. I think that may have strengthened his mindset, but his immune system may be at a weak point because he wasn't, you know, experiencing like outside things anymore.
Great point by Nat.
And I think maybe it's like a immunity shock, shock. Like, oh my gosh, I'm in a new environment. Like my body has to react to it. So it could be that. The only thing I would say, if I were to give advice, I actually had gotten sand flea bites and nothing would stop it. And an oat bath, like oatmeal in a bath.
Yep.
Maybe that could help because I know oatmeal is like soothing. That may help with like soothing the skin. I don't know what the reaction is, but if I was to give any like home remedy methods, that's what I would recommend.
Maybe we'll text Tate after the podcast.
Take an oat bath, honey.
That's right. Great. And by the way, just to be clear, where'd you go to medical school again?
I went to medical school at nowhere. It's just through life experience.
University of Oatmeal right there. Take an
I
oatmeal
love
bath.
oatmeal.
It's Nat's birthday. We're being nice. Moving right along, by the way, just real quick, I feel the need to cover this topic, because we consider ourselves friends, confidants, colleagues of some sort to Tate, especially PBD and Tate are constantly in touch. But number two, the mainstream media ain't covering the other side of Tate. They're going to label him misogynist.
Correct.
And woman hater and sex trafficker. But that's what the mainstream media does. Again, conspiracy theorists, turns out these mainstream medias are out to basically lie about certain things.
Yeah.
But I feel the need to basically pilfer through some of the nonsense and give you the real truth to some of these stories. So here's what's happening in the latest court hearing update with Andrew and Tristan Tate, just so we can cover this and we can move on. So last week, their house arrest was extended to 30 days. Let's pull up this article. Andrew Tate's brother Tristan hit with additional charge of inciting violence. Okay, scroll down. So if you just go down this article real quick. So Tristan Tate has been hit with a charge inciting violence by Romanian prosecutors in case that his brother Andrew Tate was accused of sexually exploiting women. The Tate brothers, the two Romanian female suspects, are under house arrest, making criminal investigations over alleged human trafficking, rape, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. But scroll down here because this story is pretty interesting. So if you go down here, under Romanian, no, keep going down. On Twitter, pause right there, new charges. Okay. On Twitter, Tristan Tate said prosecutors are making up new charges without evidence. He said that this has shifted from prosecution trying to prove Andrew Tate as a human trafficker to them trying to prove Tristan Tate as inciting violence. Now, what's the violence that Andrew Tate was quote unquote inciting? Brace for impact here because this seems super violent. So here it is. You ready?
Yeah.
He was hit with this additional charge, and it's related to an alleged incident, ready, in 2021, so over 2 years ago, involving Tate's associate, Georgina Nagel. Not him, his associate, Georgina. I believe we have a picture of her, if we can show her. So she, picture's coming up, this girl right here.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so this is one of the two girls, Luana Radu and Georgina Nagel. These are the two girls that were arrested. Keep scrolling. They were arrested with Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. There she is. Lovely girl right there. Keep scrolling. Okay, yeah. All right, we got that. Now here it is. You ready? If you're ready for this?
Yes.
She allegedly, again, inciting violence here. This is just sheer comedy. Inciting violence. She forced the victim, another woman, to raise her right hand. Go ahead and raise your right hand, Nat. to raise her right hand after the woman had undergone breast augmentation surgery because she knew that movement would be painful.
That's not true.
So how do you know about that?
I just heard about it.
This guy I know.
I just heard about it.
So the point is this, that inciting violence, it wasn't Tristan, it was
Her.
Georgina, who allegedly instructed a female to raise her right hand after she got a boob job and to see how that felt. Now, basically, that, my friends, is what is known as inciting violence.
But why is he getting charged?
Exactly, Nat. Exactly.
Me being confused is not
This is
not
the
wrong.
whole bullshit that I'm talking about right
Wow.
here. It might be some inciting some titties, or exciting something else gone out there, but it's just so absurd.
Yeah.
The attacks, the ridiculousness, the libel, the absurdity that they're attacking these two guys with, because to this point, facts, they have found nothing on these guys. So they're reaching for straws of inciting violence of not him, of a girl encouraging another girl to raise her right hand to see how that felt on her titties. Like as I'm saying this, I'm like, I can't believe I'm even actually saying this.
Yeah.
That's where they're inciting violence. So here they go again. They've been in jail. They've been jailed. We already talked about first they cancel you, then they jail you, then they try to kill you. Hence what we're talking about with this rash that broke out. But here's where I'll give you my own personal opinion right now. And again, I've never been in a situation like Tate. None of us have. The worst thing that you've ever had to deal with is being accused of something that you didn't do. Right, Nat?
Right,
It feels
Adam.
horrible.
It feels terrible.
When someone accuses you, oh, I know you did this and I have the proof to do it. Okay, show it to me. Oh, I just know. All right, well, I didn't do it. Oh, 100%, you're definitely guilty. You definitely did it. I know for a fact. It's like, all right, show me. I have no proof. Okay, so you're just accusing me and making accusations of something that didn't happen. That is the worst thing for a person to deal with, is mistruths, fake news, allegations when you didn't do something. So I completely empathize with what the Tates are going through right now, because there's a 99.999% chance that everything that they've been thrown out is bullshit. Go back to that article one time, because Tristan Tate actually sort of mocked what he's going through right now. Not that one, this one. So keep going down. It says it'll probably end with a conviction of my accountant for making a spelling error on a tax document and a headline, guilty verdict in the Tate case. Do not let them distract you. Human trafficking, guys. Proof. Let's go. So they've obviously gone after these guys. They're trying to find every single nook and cranny, dot your I's, cross your T's, dot your lowercase J's of, shout out to Wayne's World. They're trying to find something on these guys, but nothing's sticking. You guys let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think actually happened with Tate? Poisoned? Conspiracy theory? Bug bite? One thing for sure is Natalia's going to send him some oatmeal.
I got you, Tate.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.